Morning, Des again from Inspirational Post. I was saying yesterday, got a bit of a cold thing coming on, bit of a blocked up nose, but yeah, we push forward anyhow. So as I was talking about blame and opportunities and self-worth and what we can achieve today, basically, I'm just going to talk about building your future. Um, as you can see, I've got the map of the world behind me, and there are just a few places that I've travelled to over the years. And if it wasn't for me having the mindset of wanting to go and see different cultures, and which I'm very fascinated about anyhow, and different people and their ways of life, just how they survive as well. Because most people are obviously, everybody's the same the world over. All it is just a different language, but the majority of the people, we want the same thing. We all want to be happy. First and foremost, we all want to have our health. Very, very, very important. And on top of that, we also make sure that our families are safe and secure, and we're in a good community, in a good space. Um, and for me, the way that I'm going to talk to you about that this morning is also just about lies that we are fed, about different places that we go to, different foods that we eat, different people's religions, if they are religious. As people, we don't just want to hear all the negative, because guaranteed, if you watch the news tonight, I mean, back in the day, there used to be a thing where they would end it on a good note, good news, but now you don't hear any good news. Obviously, we get fed into the narrative that everything is crumbling around us and it's war, death, and destruction. There's nothing good happening whatsoever. If you listen to the news, we should all really be in despair. But me personally, I don't see it that way. There are fantastic, great, young, old, middle-aged, black, white, all different races of people that are out there that all they want to do is build a great future for themselves. And what it is, don't forget, as I say, about feeding lies, you'll get the media that'll feed lies about, basically, about this culture and that culture coming to take over. I remember that was what it was like back in the day when my parents first came over to England. It was, okay, come over, help build up the economy, help build the country. Then later on, after that was built, or even as they were here, that they suffered some serious racism. You know, we've heard the stories. No blacks, no dogs, no Irish. And the Irish just live across the water and the same colour as apparently the English people that were over here. But just because it was a different accent, they thought that obviously England being the mother country and all that sort of thing, that they had a privilege and a right to do anything and basically treat anybody, any race, with any sort of way, without any recourse, without any problem. So, you know what? We can't be kept being fed a lot of lies and nonsense, because if you look at how many great people there are around the community, how many great young kids there are, but what do they give you about the young kids and the future of the young? They're saying that basically that's hoodies, they're basically selling drugs, and they'll show the guys that are doing wheelies up and down the road and all that sort of thing. Okay, there's a small element, but that doesn't mean to say that, like, my children, they're good kids, good family, not the richest, but it's all about what we feed into them. But I won't feed them lies. I'll just tell them, basically, to make your own way. I want all of them to work for themselves, because the way that things are, it is so hard, basically, to be secure and safe in a job. Them days are long gone. The map's falling down behind me. But I'll put that to one side. So I was only putting it up there anyhow for a prop, just to show you that basically I'm going to talk about that in a bit anyhow, where there are places in the world that we can go. But getting back onto being fed lies, don't let all the lies that's been told to you by the people that are apparently making decisions in government, don't let them be the ones to shape your future, because basically otherwise they just want to keep you down. Think about the taxes that you have to pay. Think about the work situation that you're in when you're working with somebody else, where you're just about making enough money to pay the bills and have a little bit left over, but they're just probably paying you just, or sometimes not in that case, sometimes just paying you enough so that you won't quit. Just enough. Anybody that's working in the public sector, guaranteed they're just about making enough, because people have forgotten about their dreams and about building their future. You have to have some sort of self-worth, and you can't keep looking to other people to try and shape the way that you're thinking. You have to get away from that, because the reason why I had the world map on there, because if that was my way of shaping my thinking, I would never have gone to America. I would never have gone to Mexico, which is supposed to be classed as a third world country. I never would have gone to Costa Rica. I never would have even gone into Europe, Belgium, France, all these other places. So places that you go, everybody is more, they want the same thing. Because every time you go on a holiday, how many times that you've seen people, you have a great time, you come back refreshed and rejuvenated, and you were thinking, oh, I wish I lived there. So if you wish you live there so much, how come then the media is telling you about don't go here or don't go there? But when you get there and you find out these places and what they're like and the people that you meet, they're absolutely fantastic. So this is what I'm talking about, self-worth. You have to have self-worth and self-belief within yourself. Don't let somebody else keep pushing something on you, and especially when it's something of lies. And is it of importance? Who's the importance of these lies that they're telling you to? Why are they giving you this false information? A lot of the false information to keep you down and to keep you scared and to keep you from trying different things, or trying things that you really, really want to do. Oh, the economy's poor. You know what? The economy's been poor for God knows how long. So they say, but there's still money out there. There's still houses being built. There's still hospitals being built. There's still money out there that's being fed through, but it's at that level. If you want to make your way, you have to make your way the right way and what's best for you. Because if you really think about it, right, if you really think about it, there are things in life that you know that you're passionate about, and the things in life that you really want to do. But what's stopping you from doing it? Everyone's saying, oh, we're just about surviving, we've got to pay our bills. But so I'm saying you've got to drop something on the side, build up that on a side hustle, so that you can have a greater future, to build your future. Don't just listen to these guys that are up top shouting at each other in Parliament and shit, because that's all it is. It's a just complete distraction. We've got to get away from this base level thinking. We've got to think for ourselves, because you know what? Each and every one of us has got a talent. I don't care what it is. We just have to find that talent, and we've got to hone it, but we've got to put in a little bit of hard work. But you know what? Not even a little bit of hard work. Yeah, we've got to grind, and we've got to put in a lot of hard work. But you know what? The thing is, we're already working hard for somebody else to make their pockets fatter and a lot richer. So what is the point? What is the point of making somebody else that rich person, and you're struggling, and you can't travel, and you're just about lucky if you can get one holiday a year in, two with a push, without scrimping and saving? It shouldn't be like that. We should be, as people, be able to afford holidays when we need to go on holidays. But the only way that we're going to do that is basically rebuild reboot and re-educate ourselves about what we have to do. And I'm talking about you, I'm talking about me, I'm talking about all the people that the government basically are trying to keep down into a subservient way of life. And we can't just live that way. There's some people that can, but I'm telling you what are you going to do? Just go back moaning about the same thing Monday morning when you go and you're pressing that alarm. Oh God, I don't want to get up. Oh, just 5 more minutes. Why have 5 more minutes when it could be 5 more minutes of something that you want to do? But you have to just put in that little bit of hard grind beforehand so that you are in that position, so that you don't have to worry about a little budget here and there and watch every penny that you spend, looking down the back of the sofa and stuff. You know what I mean? So just think about what you really want to build your future. Your future is important to you, and then it's important to your children. It's important to the rest of your community. It's important to everybody that you know within your community, especially within your family network as well. There are some people that are going to say, what you're doing that for, but it doesn't matter what they think, as I've talked about before. It doesn't matter what they think. It matters about what you think and how you see things. Don't worry about nobody else when it comes down to what's best for you, how you want to build yourself up and give yourself the best chance ever. Because the clock ain't going to stop ticking for nobody, for man, woman, child, nothing. So just get yourself conscious about how you're going to do it. Find something that you're passionate about. Something, help one to teach one to help one. These little things where we can have a little conversation yet again to build up. What is it you want to do? Can I talk to you about it? Leave me a message and I'll talk to you about it. How can you go about it? We all know somebody that can be in a great job, and we could find out how they do it, if they're working for themselves, or even if they're not, if they're working for a company, find out what they do, so then you can build up your own little company. So don't let your future just pass you by. Don't let your future just you're going downstream, man. Start going up, man. Build yourself up, build your family up, build up your network, just build up this community. Let's keep going. Let's keep doing what we do. Come on. But don't get fed into the lies of the narrative of, it's hard out there, there's no good. So if it was that hard out there, how come they've made it? Jobs for the boys and all that sort of business, because they've had the right education. Look at all the people that have made a great living for themselves, who haven't been to college or been to university and spent money on university or college and got themselves still in debt and working at McDonald's. We all know somebody like that. We all know a lot of people like that, because you know what? It's all a big scam. It's all a big scam. I'm not saying education is wrong. Yes, we all need education, but you can actually give yourself self-education and self-taught and self-think. Get around the right people. You don't have to run into a establishment and then just learn new things. The next thing you know, you've left and you've done your university course, and by the time you get into the job that you want, that's already been outsourced, because thousands of people are climbing and banging at that door for the same job. Build your own future. Build your own future. And that's all I'm saying, guys. Subscribe. Don't forget, inspirational posts by Leverson. I'll be here every day. Catch you tomorrow. Take it easy. Build up your own future. Peace. Gone.